Welcome to the Power Hour TV show, where incredible transformation happen 1 hour at a time. I am Sanet Van Breda. I am your host, and I'm thrilled to have you here with us today. In 1 hour, lives can be changed, connections can be made, and inspiration can spark a revolution of the heart. This is more than a show. It's a platform where we celebrate wisdom, brilliance, and transformative stories of remarkable souls around the world. Together, we can bring joy, love, and happiness to the world. Because every story shared has the power to heal, uplift, and ignite hope. So dive in. Come and spend 60 minutes and let the magic unfold. As I say, where 1 hour can transform everything.
Hi, my name is Jose Escobar, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. We're a growing tribe, a community of some of the highest level entrepreneurs all around the world, over 440 plus members. We are in 46 states across the US and over 24 international countries, growing every single day to the tune of one new member per day on average, Monday through Friday, with a retention that's massively high. And why do we retain a lot of our members? Why are we growing so fast? Because we're bringing the best of all entrepreneurs from all different backgrounds under one roof. We're doing some special things here. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to scale your influence, make more money, get more clients, referrals, leads, collaborations, endorsements, you name it, this is the hub for you. Check out connectedleadersacademy.com. We would love to welcome you in. Thank you.
Hello, my beautiful viewers. I'm sure you will say, Sanet, what do you have for us today? So, my beautiful viewers, I've got amazing guests. 3 from New Zealand. Can you believe it? 3 from New Zealand. 1 from Canada. 1 from the USA. And 1 from Costa Rica. Can you believe it? How incredible is this? How incredible is this? We're going to talk about purpose and clarity. So, just a quick before we do the introduction, in June 20th, I was almost given the way that we, Alison and Barbara, we talked, we always say 20th of June because we are talking UK English, but Americans and Canadians love June 20th, 2021. I asked God to help me to create an amazing group of ladies, the Diamond Beauties Forever. He helped me with the name. I started with our group in August, the 1st of August 2021. So yes, I had my purpose. I want to inspire ladies and I want other ladies to inspire each other because the sun is there for everyone. So I had my purpose. I was very clear. I want us to be there for us in good times and in sad times. I want us to be each other's biggest cheerleaders. So that my clarity was clear what I want out of the group. I want us to love each other and serve each other with so much compassion and kindness. Tick, tick, clear. And above all, I don't want it to be a selling group because there's lots of selling groups out there. This is not that kind of group. So can you see, my beautiful viewers, my purpose, Diamond Beauties Forever, tick, 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 clear what I want. So we're going to talk about your purpose and we're going to talk about clarity. Because when you know what your purpose is and you are clear what you want to do, yes, there can come bumps and changes in between, but it's like you know you have to go to that port if you're a big ship. And I must just say, Alison and Barbara, when we pass here a certain place, Alison, both you will know, you go over the bridge to Auckland, there is big ships there docking, and it's like, we're not near the sea, so this is very beautiful for me. So let us start. So my beautiful viewers, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. My beautiful Barbara, can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
Well, thank you, Sanet. I'm an Australian lady who married a New Zealand fella, and I have been living in both countries for around 35 years. And at the moment, I live in New Zealand. I'm a mother, a grandmother, and a great grandmother. I've been working in the spiritual field now for 42 years, and I started late, actually, I will tell you that. So, will I talk about purpose or just introduce myself?
Just introduce yourself.
Yeah. That is my introduction. And I will say that I've just yesterday launched my website. And I will tell you that I am 72 years old in a month or two, and I've got my own website and Facebook page and YouTube channel. That's my introduction.
And please tell us, give us your website's address, please.
It's the oldgirlspiritualstuff.com. And my Facebook page is the oldgirlsspiritualstuff.com, because I'm the old girl and it's all about spiritual stuff. So it makes sense.
Oh, wow. Beautiful, beautiful. I love you, my beautiful. And you visited me here with my daughter's home. I'm truly blessed to have hugged you, my beautiful one. My beautiful Jen, please introduce yourself.
Hi, Sanet. Thank you. I am Jen Haston, also known as the Boss of Balance. I am a mother, a partner, and a person. And one of the things that I've been doing for a while now is working with people on finding their balance, whatever that looks like, because it looks different for everybody. It depends on what season you're in. There's all kinds of things that enter into it. And the biggest thing for me is making sure that people understand that right where you are is exactly where you're supposed to be. And it will all unfold if you let it and you accept the timing that is all part of your life. And it will all come together.
Wow. I love it. I love it. And you know, a lot of women, especially women, will say, I've got all these balls in the air and I'm dropping balls. And that's also okay if you drop some of them, as long as you don't drop yourself. So for me, self-love is the most important thing. I love it. I love it. And I cannot wait for us. Oh, cannot wait for us to talk about that. My beautiful Alison, I had the privilege to hug you and spend some time with you and Susie. So, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. So, wow, I am so honored. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Sanet. I love you so much. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I live in the city of sails in the land of long white clouds. So that's cryptical. So it's Auckland, New Zealand. I'm the mother of two young, beautiful boys. I just stepped out of my corporate career a few months ago and stepped into my purpose. So I'm really excited to talk about purpose and clarity. And it's something make me so energized and so passionate about. And that's the reason I wake up every morning. So I'm living in this, I call it the glow of oneness. So I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Wow, incredible. I just want to say, it's still recording. I could not see. Oh, there it is. I'm so happy. I was just scared it didn't start recording. Thank you, my beautiful Alison. And you've got also a website, but we're going to talk about that in a little while, because when I looked through your garden, you took us through your garden. I was like, that's amazing. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. My beautiful Kathy, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, Sanet. Oh, so great to see you. Happy New Year, everyone. I know it's the 19th. It's fine. I'm Kathy Nesbitt. I'm a worm advocate and laughter ambassador. What do those two things have in common? You'll find out. I'm located in Ontario, Canada, and blissfully married for 36 years. My husband is my partner in life and work, and yeah, and I say. I feel like I'm floating along on my magic carpet. It just feels like when you're in flow and on purpose, you just like sail along. It's so beautiful. Youpee! You, I got the glasses. Yoop! And I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
That's incredible. That's incredible. And when we passed a bridge that I'm building here, so I wanted to teach the children how to be observant what's going around, because some of them are on the computers or cell phones. When you walk in this, you see children are on the cell phone, so we don't let the children walk with their cell phones. They get sometime in the evening, a few minutes, but not a lot. But I wanted to showcase the children they need to observe what's going on. So they're building a bridge here from between Silverdale and Ottawa, maybe I don't pronounce it, but Constellation, I know normally go off, but Constellation. So we have called the bridge Magic Genie. So I ordered a Magic Genie lamp for the children from to me. But can I just tell you, I thought it's going to be a proper magical lamp. It's so small, but I will go and collect it so I can show you. So even if the magic lamp is small, it still can produce magic. I love it, Kathy. I love it. My beautiful Cassandra, can you please introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you. I'm Cassandra Miles. I'm the founder of Angels Rising, the global movement, where we elevate the collective consciousness of humanity. And I'm Canadian, living most of the year in Costa Rica, where the main language is Spanish. I have a couple projects down here. I have a beautiful farm where I built an avocado plantation, and we have many other trees, hundreds of different fruit trees. And my team on the farm, they call me an Angelita de Dios, which means little angel of God. And I know for sure that I came to this planet because I saw humanity suffering, and I brought this body into existence on 1/11, January 11th. So I'm following my passion. I'm very clear. I have a lot of clarity about my purpose. And I'm here to elevate the collective consciousness of humanity.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful one. So, my beautiful Barbara, we're going to start with you. What does the word purpose mean for you? And then, how important, your second part of the question, how important is to have clarity on to complete your purpose, to be in your purpose. And then I'm quickly gonna take
you go do that. Okay, well my purpose, it fell upon me 40 years ago or 42 years ago when I met a lady who became my spiritual teacher. She was very hard and taught in a very, very unusual way. But what I found my purpose was to bring empowerment to those who seek it. And for 42 years, that's my whole purpose. I've been very blessed that working in the spiritual field is all I've basically done for 40 years. So I'm very blessed, but also a little bit complacent maybe with it as well. So then, because of issues that happened in my past, before Barbara D. Hayward became in existence, because I created that name. I knew I needed a name. I got divorced and I wasn't that anymore. Another story, another day. And so I recognized that I didn't have empowerment through the abuse that I'd had in the past. And so I was trying to help other people find the goodness within themselves. And so I did take 10 years off to self-heal. And in that time of self-healing, I'm now in my early 60s at that stage, and 18 months ago, I got scammed. Everything was gone. Every dollar in our bank accounts were gone. And at 70, that's a really hard thing to face. And so I began questioning where to from here, because husband was working and he's 70 and he can't do it. And so in dropped the Old Girl Spiritual Stuff, which I thought was a really silly name, but apparently a lot of people don't. And so everything again, so my whole 40 years of discovering and searching, because not only was I teaching and sharing this, I was living this. And so those two components come together. Emmylou Harris, many years ago, had a song, and she said, every road I've ever walked leads me one road closer to you. And I took that, and it's everything I've ever done has led me one road closer to this. And so a friend of mine got angry at me about 8 years ago. He was absolutely infuriated, and he told me that I was one of the most talented and intelligent women and strong that he'd ever met. That wasn't working, and he said, your audience is waiting. And I wrote that down, and when I came out of the falling over of the scamming, I started a podcast, because I'm a storyteller, and I've written a book, and then how can I share my story? So podcasting. And so to have a podcast, then you've got to have a Facebook page, and I did that by accident. And I pressed a button, and all of a sudden I'm live, and here we go. And it just expanded out of belief. I will say, though, unlike all of you, I have no clarity about where I'm going. I have no goddamn idea. I am just following the next step and trusting in that. And so my Facebook page, which my family are not interested in, but my husband is. Thank you. And it's just gone out of there. I've topped the level. I'm capped at 5,000 friends and 4,500 followers or something in a year. And so the next step, of course, was my website, and that has been a challenge because I'm putting myself out globally. So my purpose has always been to bring empowerment to those that are seeking it. And through my teachings and my readings and my psychic, because I'm a medium clairvoyant. I'm not an intuitive. I'm a medium clairvoyant. I'm of the old school. And so everything has been about healing, self-healing, and giving it out to others to self-heal as well. So the clarity isn't for me to understand, it's for me to give clarity to others. And that's what I've been doing for decades. So thank you for letting me share that.
Wow, incredible. Your story is truly incredible. And beautiful, Barbara, you also just took a little bit of a break, but you will be back as our wisdom keeper for the Diamond Moment magazine. So my beautiful viewers, we've got an amazing group of ladies, Diamond Beauties Forever. I've got also an amazing group, Tanzanite Heroes for men. But in this, we have got a Diamond Moments magazine where we have amazing articles, and beautiful Barbara is our wisdom keeper. She's also our Mrs. Spots for Friday. So 18 months, well, almost 20 months ago, I've done Cassandra. You are my 537 coffee chats in 3 years. And out of all of that, I found out there's a lot of oh, thank you, ladies, thank you. There's a lot of lonely ladies out there, especially even in a marriage. And I asked God, what can I do with this? And God gave me, like I explained to Cassandra yesterday, 7 Mrs. Spots of Beauty and the Beast, the animated teapot, 7 of them, with a smile and a happiness and a little rosy on the cheek, 7 of them that going in a circle, and they were pouring out diamonds in the middle of a recording or we call it a LP. Remember that big LPs we used to play when we were young? And it was Elvis Presley's Return to Sender. And how I interpret that my dream to create Mrs. Spots. So Mrs. Spots is 18 months old already. A lot of ladies has been saved through weekly going to the meetings. The meetings is free. And the moment I'm going to start in January the 13th, there will be 5 Mrs. Spots 5 times a day, 5 times a week. Is that right? 5 for 5 for 25. So in total, there will be 25 tea parties. Any lady can join from the Diamond Beauties, and any Diamond Tea Party host, Mrs. Spots, can invite any of her friends to the group. It's not just, the only criteria is, it is just for women. Because if men comes in there, then the ladies will not speak up, or they will be funny business, and we don't want funny business. So thank you for being an amazing Mrs. Spots for the last 8 months, my beautiful Barbara. Thank you. So here is the genie. I thought it's going to be a bigger pot, but anyway, but yeah. So my beautiful ones, here is my magic genie. The little one tells me, Almi, why so small? So my beautiful Jen, can you tell us what does purpose and clarity means for you? Thank you.
Purpose is such an automatically loaded question, right? Because it feels heavy, it feels weighty, it feels like this is my purpose for the rest of my life. And the thing is that when you let it flow through you, it feels light. It doesn't feel heavy. I came to understand my purpose 12 years ago when I started my blog. And it was just a little thing at first. It was, it was called The Proper Perspective. And the goal was to help one person inspire one person every day. And I have been told by so many people that little teeny tiny blog really inspired them. It inspired my YouTube channel, and I have had so many people come to me and say, you said exactly what I was thinking. This is really helpful. And the more vulnerable I get, the more people I help. So much like yourself, Barbara, there's lots of healing in my journey. I think that's kind of key to wanting to pour into other people, is understanding how much you need yourself to fill and have that self-love conversation, and making sure that you are following that purpose, right? And being the boss of balance, some days that's a description and other days that's an aspiration, because believe me, I do not have this figured out. And I think once I started telling my audience that I am stumbling along right along with you, and clarity is wonderful, and it is sometimes occasional, right? Like, I don't think that everyone has it all figured out. And I think the more that we admit that we don't have it all figured out and we don't have it all together, the stronger we'll be as a community, and the stronger we'll be able to say, you know what? I have no idea what I am doing. I look good, I smell good, got a great background, but I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Jen. I'm gonna quickly just send you a message. So there it comes while I'm going over to Alison. Alison, please tell us, what does clarity, purpose and clarity means for you?
Thank you, Sanet. Thanks, everyone. Your story's been so inspiring. For me, clarity comes before purpose, because you can only see what your purpose is when you have a clear mind and a clear vision. For me, 9 years ago, when I had this most beautiful moment with my first son coming to this world, I also welcomed postnatal depression and insomnia. So I've been on the journey of finding what happiness, is. Well, I was finding happiness back because I used to be very happy, and I don't know what happened. At that time, my thinking was clouded, and I can't see things beyond like literally 1 meter away from me. So there's no big picture. So I went down to the journey of really what make me sick and what can make me well. So I forgot to say I'm a holistic health coach. I believe that everything we need to live an extraordinary life is already within us. We don't need any external assistance or anything. And we have the key in our hands always. So at this stage of my life, and I just love to live on the top of my inner world or the top of my inner mountain. And because there I can see everything clearly. So, like when you are climbing the mountains, you see obstacles because you're climbing. But when you're on the top of it, you see everything, not only the views, but all the tracks and everything to become so clearer. So thank you. That looks really cool. So, and I think that's really important to be clear, to have a mental clarity that help you to think and see very different ways. And then that's when my purpose emerges. And, during that journey, I didn't only heal myself, but I feel like I was living on top of the world, striving, not only my house, but also relationship with my husband, my children, everything has completely changed. And I've been debating about this for a few years because I felt like my mission on this journey in this lifetime is to help people to see that as well. But I've been like debating with myself. I don't really want to do this. It's so much responsibility. Let other people do the hard work. I'm just going to live my beautiful life. But when you discover that purpose, it doesn't go away. It just gets louder and louder and louder and louder until I surrender to it. So that's what I'm doing now. I want to help people to get back to nature inside out, not only the mother nature that give us life, but also that true essence that who we are inside of us. Yeah, that's me. Thank you.
I was busy taking a photograph of us. So, wow, Alison, how incredible. And can I tell you, when you are in your purpose and and you wanted to hide away, then you get people to introduce you to other people. And now, my girl, you are going to be more front center at center, because stick with me, we are going places, my girl. We are going places. My beautiful Kathy, now can you please tell us what creepy crawlies and Love the Queen has got in common?
Well, thank you. Yes, first of all, Jen, the more vulnerable we are, the more people are attracted to us, so don't have this big shield on like we have it all together, because nobody does. And Alison, I love that clarity first, purpose. I love your whole path. That was beautiful. Thank you. So I thought that we were given one purpose. We were put here and we have one purpose. And I understand now there's, of course, many. Every day, maybe a new purpose. Who knows? But yeah, so I'm located in Canada, and in 2002, our landfill closed. And so my purpose kind of plopped in, and it had nothing to do with the environment. It did, of course it did, because everything's connected. But what it was, I wanted more compost for my garden. So the more you put in, the more you get out, the better your garden grows naturally. And so our landfill closed, and we started to export our garbage to the United States. And I had a solution: indoor composting with worms. And like, how do I know? Did I sit and think, okay, I didn't have clarity, because there was no way I would have thought that I should have a worm business. I should be a worm farmer. No, it was God-given for sure. Ooh, thank you. Yay. It does look fun. So it's the 24th and 23rd anniversary of Kathy's Crawley Composter, selling worms by the pound. As far as business goes, I don't have repeat customers. I mean, it's a ridiculous business model. That's how I know I was divinely guided. In 2012, so I was on purpose. I did have clarity, knowing that people needed what I had, but they didn't want what I had. And people don't buy what they need, they buy what they want. And I was like, no, you need this. And I wasn't listening. I was like, la, 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 no, 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 you need this. So I was really a horrible entrepreneur, and I was an accidental entrepreneur too. But I'm still standing. Here we are. And then 2012, one more person said, ew, worms in the house. And I questioned everything. I was like, oh my gosh, I'd heard it hundreds of times, but I wasn't paying attention. That day in 2012, I was just, I was like, God, I don't know what to do. Help me. 10 years. I've been doing the work. I've been, standing at the top of the mountain shouting, you need worms, everybody. And the very next day, I'm very fast. I act very fast. When I get an idea, I want it to come to life already. Maybe some of you are like that too. And I thought, maybe I should get a job. And then I was like, oh, this has to work. No. And the very next day, I was introduced to laughter yoga. The very next day, at the very place that I wrote my business plan. I mean, that's a whole nother level of synchronicity. And I don't even do yoga. I know yoga's fine. I just jumped to the fun yoga, laughing for the health of it. And I believe that, so it was started in 1995 by a medical doctor, and his goal is world peace. So I believe I have world peace and world hunger solved with my two businesses. Oh, thank you, everybody. So now I really am clear. I'm letting the worms go. I was asking for younger people to come along. I'm 62, and I'm not that I'm old. I'm not. I'm going to live to 111 at least. So I'm midway. But I'm looking for younger people to take over the farming part, and they're here, they've come, they've arrived. And so now I'm being called, because of 2020 and our lockdown. Isolation is more damaging to our health than smoking, obesity, alcohol combined. Isolation, can you imagine? So I'm here now to help people raise their vibration through laughter. It's not jokes or comedy. It's laughing so we can just get out of our head and into our beautiful vessel. So I'm really clear what it is. My purpose is to help people live more sustainably. So that's where the worms come in, and the laughter it's kind of heaven and earth. It's heaven and earth connected. It's really beautiful. I'm the conduit. We all are.
Wow, amazing. My beautiful Kathy, you are such an inspiration. And beautiful Kathy is also one of our regular, like my grandson will say, columnist, but she is writing every month in the magazine to tell us about laughter and anything beautiful. I love your article with the children that you have done for us for November. So my beautiful ones, you are welcome to visit my website, selfloveforme.com. Look under Diamond Moments, and all the issues is there. We are busy with issue 17 for February. We combine December and January together so that me and Sunay, my editor-in-chief, can take some time out with the family, because there's a lot of work going into the magazine every month. So my beautiful Kathy, I'm going to ask you to do 1 minute for us in laughter session, but I'm going to go to Cassandra first, and then we will be coming to you. Is that okay with you? Perfect. My beautiful Cassandra, what does purpose and clarity means for you?
Purpose and clarity for me mean alignment and peace and the ability for us to float up to our default frequency, the frequency that we were meant to resonate on. And I've had experiences that have helped me to see that very clearly, where, for example, we're all brought up to, we have to go to school, we have to get an education, we have to get a job, we buy a house, we get a mortgage, the whole thing, and that's fine. But that path can lead us in the wrong direction, where we're going into industries that don't align with our purpose. So, for me, for example, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, and I've had many different industries, maybe 3 or 4 different industries, and they were okay. But now that I've been able to come into my purpose, I always knew this was my purpose, but I also was aware that in the 3 dimension, you need to do other things to pay your bills, to pay for the house. You have to do this job, or you have to be a real estate investor, or you have to be an accountant, whatever. And that's fine. But now that I've had the opportunity to come into my purpose and with so much clarity, I've decided to let go of some of those industries. And most of my time is spent on this beautiful mission. And once in a while, I have to take a bit of time out to go back and follow through with closing out those businesses. And the energy between the two is a drastic difference. In following my mission is so light and it's effortless. When I have to change gears and close up some issues with the other businesses, it's so heavy. There's so much gravity. It's all 3 dimension, and it's full of effort. And so I'm so grateful to be in this moment where I can recognize the contrast of how heavy those are and how light and beautiful this mission is. And it helps me reinforce that I'm absolutely on purpose and with full clarity.
Goosebumps! My beautiful ladies, this is to all of you. Ow! I had to put off the... Wow. And my beautiful one, you are so right. For me, most of the things that I do for the groups is free. You guys know and then I get from the family, and everyone will say, but you are doing so much time in, and you doing for free. And my husband is one of my biggest supporters financially as well. So but it's like, I'm here, I know what I want to do, and God has a way to just let everything happen as it should. And I'm here in New Zealand for 4 months. I mean, people will not understand that. They will say, no, you must go and do a regular job. But I love being in my purpose. I love to see people's smiles. I love to show people that I care, and that I can feel that you care. Looking at all of you, I can feel all of your love for me. It makes me want to fly. Where's my magic lamp? My daughter asked me, now that you bought the children the magic lamp, are you going to buy them a magic carpet as well? No. My beautiful Kathy. On that laughing note, are you ready to do a 1-minute laughing session for us, please?
Yeah, I would love for everybody to unmute so we can hear your beautiful giggles. So I have my 3-hour timer. It's only 1 minute, it's fine. So we're going to do 1 minute of laughter for world peace. So just laughing on 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the minute is not over. Go, ladies, go. Oh no, the minute is too long.
Now take a nice deep breath in. Breathe in. And exhale with a sigh. Woo. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. So beautiful.
Wow, thank you. My beautiful Kathy, I never can understand why that minutes take so long for us to go through. But you know, I used to have a beautiful laughter, but when I lost the weight, or I let go of the weight, let me do the right wordings, my stomach doesn't laugh that beautiful. So I decided, my family in the beginning said, oh, Ma, you mustn't laugh. It sounds horrible. And I thought, okay, I'm going to just do and laugh as I can, because their ears must adjust to their laughter. And yes, I did have an amazing laughter now. Thank you.
And unfortunately, I snort a little bit when I laugh as well. Just putting it out there. You may as well. It's fine.
We love snorters.
So, my beautiful Barbara, how do you feel after that laughing session?
Very good. Very good.
Oh, wow. And you, my beautiful Jen?
Oh, so lovely. Such a release.
And you, my beautiful Alison?
Oh, my cheeks are so so contagious. It's so beautiful.
Well, thank you. And
Thank you, Cassie.
Thank you. And you, Cassandra?
I felt like it helped all of us come together in an even higher frequency.
I love it. So, my beautiful Kathy, can you tell the Diamond Beauties and Tanzanite and all the viewers on E360 what are you and your beautiful husband Rick does on a Tuesday?
We have a free laughter club on Zoom. It's 30 minutes of super fun self-care, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, wherever you are in the world. And we started June 2020, so it's 4.5 years of this magnificent free club. We get about 25 Zoom squares a week from people from around the world. 4 of those squares are usually groups, so community living. I work with special needs and seniors, so long-term care. And it fills my heart. And I have to say, if you don't mind, I'm a laughter yoga teacher. And in my most recent training, I had a young man named Adam. He's in a wheelchair. And he's been coming to my club for 6 months. And when he asked to come to the training, I didn't even know if he had hands. I didn't know what I was going to do. Of course, I said yes. And this young man has taught me so many lessons. And the day after the training, I was like, because I'm working on a program for young adults with Down syndrome. And I was like, oh, what's happening with my program? What's going on? Questioning. And I burst out laughing. And I said, God literally sent me Adam. Wow.
Absolutely.
And this young man, it takes time for him to get his words out and to formulate his thoughts. He's the spokesperson for folks with special needs in wheelchairs. He goes and speaks to unions on how to deal with people with special. It's like, wow, what a gift! Really, thank you, Sanet. Thank you.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. You know, my beautiful Kathy, I just say God and the angels have just a way to send the right people at the right time for us. So, my beautiful ones, just before we close out, I'm going to ask you all the same question. If you have a message for somebody out there to find their purpose and their clarity, and like maybe we must not say clarity, but to find their purpose. If there's 1 or 2 tips that you can bestow on the viewers, I'm going to go through everyone, and then we're going to do our beautiful golden nugget. And I have my paparazzi pen here as well. So my beautiful Barbara, do you have a tip or two, three that you can bestow on the viewers on purpose?
Okay, the first one I would do is purpose comes at whatever age. And purpose comes differently because the older you get, you've got maturity with it. And so often when we're older, we go, I can't do that because I'll look stupid, or I'm a great grandma and I should be whatever. But my tips for purpose, I've just moved into a house bus to live full time. And that was just so beyond anything else I could have ever have imagined. So the tips I would give is it doesn't matter what other people think. They're going to think it anyway. And remember, it is none of their business what you do, and it's none of your business what they think. Your business is what you do. And do it with gusto. And I'm just going to show you my two ladies, if I may.
Yes.
This is gusto.
Oh,
That is gusto.
Wow.
Be those ladies. Be on purpose.
Wow. Woo! Boom shakalaka. That was beautiful. Wait. Wow, beautiful. And you, my beautiful Jen?
The thing that is flowing through me, thinking about what Cassandra said earlier, the flow that's coming through me right now, that whoever is listening to this, it can look daunting. It can look hard. And fear can get really loud when you're up to big stuff. And I just want to remind you that fear gets a voice. It does not get a vote in your life. And that is a quote by Elizabeth Gilbert. It is not mine, but it is a quote that I absolutely love because it gives space for the fear to be there. You don't want to push it aside because whatever it's telling you, there is a message and you should listen to it and say, thank you, fear. I appreciate you showing up. It means that I'm up to big things. I'm up to things that are going to shake the world out of its status quo and realize real connection and real change.
I love it. Just go like this. And you are also the one with the funky clothing and everything. Just be you. I love you. My beautiful Alison. Oh, yes to you. Jen. Alison.
for me, finding purpose is to be who you truly are. That involves peeling off all the conditions you've been put on over the past many years, and until you find the core of who you are. That's the seed of greatness. And that's when you find everything, that the reason everything you come to the 3D world will show up to you. So, and you are love and light, nothing else.
I love it. Kathy?
What a fun episode. Well, on jumping off what Jen said, when you're feeling that fear, it's on the magic is on the other side of that fear. Where you go up against the wall, you're like, it's too scary. So you can go back into your comfort box or you can break through and then have a bigger box. How wonderful. So I would say, make a list. If you don't even know where to start, make a list of things that you like to do and things that you don't want to do, and find something that you can do in that list of things that you like to do, because when you're doing the things you love, it's like play rather than work. It's like playing every day. That's what happens, is your life becomes magic because you're on purpose, you're living with your joy, your high vibration, and then you attract more of that.
I love it. I love it. Yes to you, my beautiful Kathy. My beautiful Cassandra.
What I would like to offer the viewers coming from unconditional love is try your best to not pay attention to the circumstances in the third dimension. To always try your best to remember to come from the energy, the love from your heart with empathy and compassion, and try and remember that all of us were born innocent. So whatever behaviors we're exhibiting, there doesn't need to be any judgment against it. And often people talk about forgiveness and how important it is, which it is. But when you elevate to a consciousness that doesn't judge, there isn't any need for forgiveness. So I would love to offer that to everyone as something to strive for as best they can.
I love it. I love it. Yes to you, my beautiful one. My beautiful viewers, all of my amazing guest details, the elevator pitch and the connection points is down below. So you can just click and then find out more information. And then when I also do all the advertisements, all of your details is also in the advertisements as well. So are you ready for paparazzi? Barbara, what is your wisdom? Your wisdom, what is your golden nugget? Barbara, you're muted, sorry.
My golden nugget came from something these wonderful ladies said. Fear, false evidence appearing real. It is not real, it's false.
Are you ready for paparazzi?
Yes.
My beautiful Jen, and yours?
It is not up to you to fix it. It is up to you to get it.
I love it. Wow, are you ready? Alison?
Everything you need to live an extraordinary life is already in your hands.
Love it. Are you ready? Kathy?
It's no for sure unless you ask.
Oh, Kathy, and yours have done a lot of times, my girl. Yes to you, my beautiful one. Cassandra?
Feel safe to have faith because in the fifth dimension, pure unconditional love has already healed humanity.
Beautiful. Yes to you, my beautiful one. Kathy, ask me. Oh, you muted.
Whoops. Hey, Sanet, what's your golden nugget?
Oh, thank you for asking, my beautiful Kathy. My golden nugget, if your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything.
Are you ready?
Thank you. So my beautiful ones, because we are not in studio, we cannot dance off with a song. So my beautiful viewers, we're going to do the Diamond Love Mantra. I'm sure the girls have seen it already. The first one is I see you, I feel you, I connect to you, and then I love you. I'm grateful for you. Thank you. So we're going to demonstrate this. This is now day 28 of the Diamond Love Mantra that Susie and myself have done for our amazing group of ladies. So are you ready, ladies, for us to do our Diamond Love Mantra? Okay, perfect. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. I see you. I feel you. I connect with you. I love you.
Oh, I love you. Whoop.
I am grateful for you.
For you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, my beautiful ladies, for being amazing. Thank you for your time. My beautiful viewers, thank you for your time. Thank you for spending an hour with us. We don't know what an hour can do for us. It can heal. There's maybe one lady that has sparked something in you that changed your mind forever. I always say mindset is everything. My beautiful viewers, my beautiful guests, have an amazing day. And here is to all of you. Mwah!